An old school heart-based project. This mat, these weights. I'll get back to that foam in a sec. Have you ever seen the movie Triple X, where he's about to go fight the bad guy and he's like, I want you to put all these weapons in that vehicle? Well, contrary to popular belief, I actually got screwed over pretty badly last year. You know, I've taken it pretty well, but the one thing that I lost was my gym. I did it in faith. I surrendered the lot. It felt like being a wolf gnawing off their arm out of a bear trap. And I did all the work and surrendered because I was like, I've got to have faith in this, because obviously my higher self has a plan. And, you know, the deceiver of the gods. What a great sound. So, about a week ago, I was like, you know what, I'm going to make a gym. I'd been thinking about what I wanted to make, you know, thinking that I knew what I wanted to make. I didn't know what I wanted to make, but I was like, I don't ever want to get caught out again because I lost everything. So I'm going to make something which is heart-based that will be with me until the day I'm dead, because I want to lift weights. That's what I like to do. Anyway, this is the lo and behold thing. I was thinking, geez, I want to make a machine that's got a couple of frames, and I want to be able to do all your deadlifts and bench presses and everything you could possibly think of. And I was like, I want to build a frame that has an entire gym sitting within it. But not your nitty gritty rubbish stuff, the real tough stuff, the hard stuff. Anyway, turned out my higher self had a plan. I lost thousands of dollars worth of gym equipment, but it taught me a lesson about what matters. And what I ended up in return for it was a backup plan that was sitting there all along. These were down in the paddock. I'm going to put this frame at one end, that frame at the other. They will be turned into a proper power rack that will be attached to those frames in the center of it. I'm going to connect them with these bad girls. Nice, big, thick, industrious things. Yeah. Got all these for the weight plates. I'm going to cut that up properly and make benches out of it. And every possible movement that makes common sense for robust, industrious toughness sits within this filthy, rusted metal. I'm going to cut it and weld it to it. So in order to make sure that it can be moved, because a few things are bent, these are specific lengths and they've got bolts on either end of them. So all frames will be held together with these bits of angle line. Those nice bolts, they can also be used for place to sit on also. Got some round pipe. But the goal is to make up, I don't know, 3 or 4 major frames, and within those frames I've also got a dozen pulleys turning up, so I'll make a complete pulley system for crossovers and whatever else the heart can desire to go in the actual gym frame itself. So essentially what I'm thinking is this and this will be at one end, and this is going to be centralized, and the reason why is because it's all going to fit into this, the width of a shed door. It's based around these plates, and I'm sure as shit not going to get more of them. But I'm going to make it real old school, rusted Arnie style. I'm not going to make I've got the the upholstery turning up. I'm going to use this thick, disgusting foam. So it's just going to be like sitting back on a friggin' fat man's lounge every time you want to sit down and do some exercise. But what the objective is to, from here to here, put all of that into every perceivable exercise you could possibly imagine to build muscle. Not really concerned about powerlifting, I want muscle. It's going to fit in this. And why is it going to fit in this? Because it's the width of a shed door, and it fits in this and it'll fit in any other shed. When the selfless become selfish for once, this is meant to be for a processing plant, but that's not happening now. Nothing's happening anymore. So this is my way of going, you know what? I've completed my music project. I've got complete music freedom. This is going to be the most industrious, stinkinest, hardest, robustest, dustest, rustest, filthinest gym you could put your hands on. I'm not really concerned about your, modern day chumps. I want this to be that tough that Odin manifests. I want Thor to turn up. I want Archangel Michael. I want our beloved Yeshua. I want the gods to come and train with us, Filthy rust. King David. Leonidas. And I believe that's kind of what this represents, of this filthy steel works framework that I pulled apart from an industrial shed. So there's the goal. I've got the industrial framework. I've got the weight plates that came out of a shed where a massacre took place. Proper flooring, so it's going to be all padded. It's going to fit within this framework. And I'll never be without a gym until I'm dead. Because what I know about me is this. I like motorbikes. I've got my Kawasaki turning up. I like my gym. I like my metal. I like camping. And I like the land. And I figure if you've got your happiness, it doesn't matter what you do or where you're at, you'll be able to be of better service to earth and life in general, because your needs are fulfilled. So this is my heart-based project for the time being, and what's going to come out of it is perpetually what would be about a $20,000 gym. And what blows my mind is the whole lot was sitting here all along and I didn't even know it. So my great spiritual journey was one about learning to let the dead bury the dead. And now I've left the dead to do their deeds. It's time for life and the living. This is about hope. This is about personal freedom. This is about knowing that I'll never be without weights again. This is going to be the coolest, hardest, most industrious, roughest, toughest warlordist. Oh, Kratos better come and train with us too. Warlordist, just mythological god beast. And fuck, it's going to be fun. War of the Gods. Rightio. I'm going to keep this updated as we go because I believe this is important. Some people have project bikes, project cars, project trucks. This is my project gym.